Alright guys, so today I took the exhaust manifold off because I ordered some parts online. Let me just go through that list real quick for you guys. Alright, so far what I bought for the car is did the motor flush, you guys know about that. Got Mobile One 530 synthetic, slapped some of that in with a quart of Lucas oil additive, and I ran some seafoam through it, and I got a dome LED, and all that shit has been put in so far. And on Tuesday night I spent close to $300 on rockauto.com and autozone.com. I got Peak Long Life Coolant, got the valve cover gasket, intake manifold gasket set, NGK Platinum spark plugs, 6 of them, trans filter gasket set, and oil pan drain plug, because I stripped the last one because it was like basically already stripped when I got the car, and like I put a 916 on a 14mm trying to get it off like that, and it didn't work out too good. I ended up getting it off, but definitely needs to be replaced. Then I got the oil pan gasket, because that's leaking bad, as well as the valve cover, rear valve cover gasket. Then the exhaust manifold gasket, and I figured I'd take that off today, make it easier so when I get it tomorrow I could just slap that bitch right on. But the complication I ran into when I got this off, I noticed that the oil filter bracket housing O-ring that connects to the block was leaking real bad, and that's contributing to the oil leak on the exhaust, as well as the valve cover leaking onto the exhaust and the oil pan. And so all 3 of those are leaking on the exhaust right now, so I'm going to do one by one. I got all the parts for it, and they should be coming tomorrow. So when I took this off, I took a look at it, and you could see these black lines right there? They're just trailing out like that. That means that it was leaking, and it was making, like, you can see all that carbon buildup. It's been leaking for a while, and that makes like a popping sound. And some people mistake that as an engine knot, and it's really not. It's just like a little popping sound, and it's coming from the exhaust manifold gasket. And I know that's a huge problem on these cars, so I put my ear to where the sound was coming from. It was coming too low in the block for it to be a valve tick, because that's what it sounded like. So I knew it had to be this gasket. And so I figured before I even put this back on, I'm going to sand this down and get some engine paint, silver, none of that like red, blue, ricer garbage shit. and I'm going to paint this silver with some engine block paint, make it look real nice and shit. And probably going to repaint the valve cover gaskets too. I'm not going to paint them silver, I'm going to paint them black. I'm going to scrub down where the valve cover gasket was leaking onto this, and take some spray paint on that too. Just freshen it up a little bit. I mean, the engine's clean as shit besides where that oil was leaking onto this, and this just looks all rusted up. I got a heat shield for it too, but you can still see around it and shit, and it doesn't look too good. And the thing I'm most excited about right now is the cold air intake I got for this. I could not find cold air intakes for this car anywhere, and I found one brand, but it's basically the same as the one I bought, and the one brand I found was $243, and there's not a fucking chance I'm paying for that. So I got a $100 one off eBay, and I don't care if I catch shit for that. All they are the same shit, bro. Metal pipes. I'm gonna upgrade the filter, obviously, not as soon as I get it, and probably a week or 2 after I get it and get it installed. I'm gonna get a video for you guys on that, and I'm gonna do the video of me painting this and how to replace it. I'm gonna try and film the front valve cover gasket replacement. I'm gonna do the front 3 spark plugs, because when I do the rear 3, the intake manifold's going to be off. I'm going to film some of that. It's not going to be an instructional video. It's just going to be my process and how I go through it. And tomorrow, nah, not tomorrow because I still need to get the paint and I need to wait for that O-ring for the fucking oil filter housing now. So I'm not going to be able to put this back on tomorrow. I'd be pretty pissed about that because this was a bitch to get off, bro. All I had was a 9/16 wrenches, bro, and I'm glad this car is rust free because that would have been a bitch to get off. There's no lean room or nothing. I didn't have a socket, I didn't have a ratchet for it, so I just took a. And the funny thing is, it's a 14mm wrench, so it was wiggling a little bit and almost. I don't know if you guys can see that. I almost stripped the bolts, but they're pretty solid steel bolts, so didn't. I had luck with that. And I'm going to start it up for you guys tomorrow so you guys can hear how it sounds without the exhaust manifold gas. I started up today. And my mom was fucking bugging out thinking I fucked the exhaust up on it or some shit because I had a Mazda 626 and the exhaust fell right off. And she was pissed off about that. But I am going to put Flowmaster 44s on it, but I'm not going to have type of money for that soon. It's either that or glass packs. I might just buy glass packs because they sound almost identical. If anyone knows if you could pass inspection in New Jersey with 2 glass pack mufflers, please let me know because I've been trying to find that out and I can't find it anywhere. I'm just more excited about this intake manifold. Not the intake manifold, fuck. The cold air intake. I can't wait to get that shit on. And I was planning on popping this bitch on too, but you can't even get. You can, but it's a bitch, and you have to unbolt these two and pull the pipe that comes right there down to do the oil housing bracket gasket O-ring, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So I'm just gonna have to leave this off until Tuesday whenever I get the O-ring. I'm about to order it right now. But yeah, payday came Tuesday, and blew 300 out of it in 5 minutes, not even. And I still got a ton of shit more on this list for this car, bro. I mean, the car runs fine, but it needs some maintenance shit, like has oil leaks, trans fluid's old, coolant's old, so I'm doing a thermostat on that, and O-ring on that for the thermostat, shit like that when I do the intake manifold. And with the intake manifold, you gotta do the plugs too, because it would be a bitch to do the plugs with the intake on. So I'm gonna have to do plugs too when I got that intake manifold off, as well as wires and shit. So next Tuesday when I get paid, I'm gonna get that silver paint, slap some paint on here. I'm gonna order the O-ring right now. I should have that by Tuesday. So slap this back on Tuesday with the O-ring. I'll film a video for that bracket too for the oil filter housing. And I'm surprised I can't find this part anywhere. Only the Lexus dealer has it, and it's a common problem on this car. They go just as quick as the valve cover gaskets and distributor O-ring gaskets go on these cars. But every oil leak you could think of is fucking leaking besides the cam seals and crankshaft seals because they were just replaced. Fucking oil pan gasket, distributor O-ring gasket, valve cover gaskets, both PCV valve gaskets fucking leaking. And now the oil filter housing is fucking leaking. And it's all leaking onto the exhaust, and I cannot stand that smell every time I start it up. It's not bad if I take care of the car and don't get on it, but every time I fucking get on it, it's just pouring out oil onto the exhaust, and it's smoking. Looks like I blew the fucker up. Alright guys, be sure to comment, rate, subscribe, and be expecting these videos coming soon. Thanks guys. Later.